What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently down almost 3% on the day. We are seeing a pullback across the board for Bitcoin and all the top altcoins. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, or if you're not in my Discord channel, definitely click those links right now. Yesterday I put out a post basically explaining how Bitcoin is continuing to push into yearly highs. We are coming up on a major resistance zone. This area was the support zone of the descending triangle, which is now most likely going to act as resistance in between 9.1K and 9.6K. We have since then saw rejection off of this exact level. So we're going to be talking about the setup that we have in the charts right now, what we can most likely expect. In the last video, I was discussing how we would most likely see a consolidation within this range, and I do think that is most likely what's going to be taking place coming into the next few months here. And for all my viewers who have not yet signed up with Cryptowatch, it's the platform that I use in all my videos. There are a lot of cool features you can use with the Cryptowatch platform. I have multiple links below, a trading tutorial and a Cryptowatch overview video that explains a lot of the details about the platform. So definitely check all those out. Now let's get started on the Bitcoin analysis. So right now we are looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, and we can see that Bitcoin has been in a downward sloping price channel for the past half year and has recently got an exit of the price channel. There are a few interpretations of this, of where the resistance is sitting on the chart. Personally, I think that this is the most accurate way to look at the resistance zone. This is the area with the most touch points. This is where the area where the resistance touches the most. And we recently got a push above this level, and we got some rejection off of 9100, which is the previous support of the descending triangle. And this is what we were talking about on Twitter. This is what we were talking about on my Discord channel, that we would very likely find resistance within this zone. And we got just above 9100, found resistance, and we've now pulled back. We hit $8,500. So if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that Bitcoin did form a rising wedge pattern. Now, these patterns generally do result with bearish price movement, and we did get that classic breakdown of a rising wedge pattern. We are now exiting this pattern right now, and it's looking a little bit more bearish, looking like the bulls are losing a little bit of momentum in the short term. I don't think that this means we're going to see lower lows or anything like that. I just think, as we discussed in the last video, at some point we're going to be finding a consolidation within this range, and it's possible that we could be looking to retest previous, support zones, maybe coming back to retest closer to 8,000 again, as low as 7,700. Personally, I think it's unlikely that we would break below 7,700. I think it's unlikely that we're going to see moves this low once again. I do think that, expecting a pullback to about 8,000 is actually reasonable. This is a reasonable pullback to expect in the market right now as we consolidate. We could be seeing Bitcoin's price looking to trade sideways, pulling back to previous support, retest that again. And as we trade sideways here, moving into the halving, I do think that Bitcoin trading sideways and consolidating in between 7,700 and 9,100 is a very likely scenario if you look at all the other halving periods. A lot of people are familiar with my halving analysis, and very likely we're going to be looking for at least a couple months of sideways consolidation before the next major push to the upside. So again, this is when you want to be accumulating cryptos. Historically, this is a great time to accumulate cryptos. If we are to get some sort of consolidation like this, at that point we would be looking at, an area of lows, right? An area of lower lows, and then another area of lows that are actually, we would see higher lows here. And this would be good. This would be a good indication that the bulls are gaining momentum and that we are seeing a reversal in this trend, that we're exiting the price channel, finding support above that downward sloping resistance, trading sideways, consolidating, getting a healthy accumulation phase before the next major push to the upside. I do think that something like this is most likely right now. And this is actually great for Bitcoin. This is perfect for Bitcoin. This is exactly what we see historically for Bitcoin. After that first push to the upside, that first major parabolic advance out of a bear market, you get a pullback, sideways consolidation, and then eventually a push to the upside, breaking above previous resistance. And of course, once we get above this high right here, once we get above 10,000, 10,500, this is going to be a macro higher high on the chart. And this is when I get extremely bullish for Bitcoin. So, accumulating before that time, accumulating within this range is definitely a good idea, but this is not financial advice. So again, looking at these halving cycles, right now we're actually entering the third halving cycle that we've seen in Bitcoin history. And in both other halving cycles, we see one parabolic advance, two parabolic advances, and then a break of the all-time high. On the second halving cycle, we see one parabolic advance, two parabolic advances, and then a break of the all-time high. And right now we are sitting on one parabolic advance. And just like both other cycles, we need to hold above an upward sloping trend. We just need to remain above a bullish upward sloping trend as we're moving into the halving. And right now, it's quite likely that Bitcoin is looking to do that. And even if we do get a pullback to that support line again, to the upward sloping support line again, this is all healthy price action. This is all very good for Bitcoin. And this could very well be setting us on that similar trajectory where we see one parabolic advance, two parabolic advances, and then a break of the all-time high. So if we trade sideways here and pull back to 7,700, 8,000, continue to trade sideways, continue to consolidate, continue to see higher lows along this upward sloping trend before the next major push, this would be a major bullish signal for me. And this is when I'm going to be looking to accumulate, of course, Bitcoin, majority Bitcoin, and then some preferred altcoins. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely sign up with the CryptoWatch platform if you haven't already. It's the best platform for charting and trading. Also, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video.